Jeremy, describe the process of writing and acting out a spoof of one of the most historically famous pieces of American comedy.
Well, the process started with us wanting to try to do something that the older generation in our body would recognize immediately and connect to. The last few years we've done things that were brand new, just out, and a lot of times people didn't even realize what we were spoofing. So in trying to find things that they could relate to, the Who's On First by Abbott and Costello is one of the most famous comedy sketches of all time, and we figured it was something that every generation, every member of the church could relate to.
Between the two of you, Clarissa writing and Amy acting, the comedy of Lucy Ricardo was shown pretty well, I think. Did you dig up and watch a bunch of old episodes, or do you just remember it really well?
Well, I went back to watch a few clips and stuff on YouTube just to get an idea and refresh my memory, but I had seen several episodes of I Love Lucy when I was younger, so that kind of triggered my memory and I just kind of went from there.
I grew up watching I Love Lucy at my great-grandmother's on Nick at Night. So I would watch them all the time. I think I've seen almost all of them. So I enjoyed watching them. It made me laugh. But when it came close to doing it, I had to refresh my memory a little bit on some of her facial expressions and her really loud, annoying voice. I tried to imitate. But anyways, we had a lot of fun doing it. I enjoyed it. I had fun working with my husband as well. It made it a little extra fun, I think.
Mark and Hollis, what was it like to relive the greatest thing that happened to television in the 1980s?
Well, it was actually amazing. It was really fun writing it. It was fun acting with Hollis. We had a good time rolling around the floor, him choking me and jumping on my back.
I'm not going to lie, I've received several blessings from the Lord now because of being part of this 80s magic. So, great times.
I agree.
Well, that worked.
That's awesome. Josh and Micah, tell me about writing and reenacting such a dry comedy as The Office.
Well, writing it was actually a lot of fun, but it was very challenging as well, mainly because we actually had to try to find ways of tying in real announcements to the script, which was actually extremely difficult. Luckily, I had a lot of help even from Matt, who played Dwight.
I think it was a lot of fun because honestly, like, the dry kind of humor is what I usually go with anyway. Like, that's kind of what I'm normally like anyway, and so I've tried acting at different things before, and I'm a terrible actor. So this actually kind of made it easy because it's kind of what I like to naturally do anyway. Yeah. And I feel like it all fit together well with like how you wrote everything and how Matt was.
Whenever we wrote it, and I showed the script to everybody, Matt's name and his name came up within like 10 seconds of pitching the script as who we wanted to cast. So I was glad that we got both of y'all to do it. So I thought it turned out really well. Yeah.
So, Chance Johnson, in the Star Trek spoof, you played my all-time favorite television hero, Commander Spock. What was that like? Was it fun?
It was really fun. I've worked in media for a while now, but it's always behind the scenes. This time I was in front of the camera, and that was a new experience. I liked working on the green screen and working with all the guys, actually shooting a sketch, so I had a lot of fun.
Joey, knowing you pretty well, you're the last person I would think would be the writer of the Duck Dynasty spoof. How were you able to get in the headspace of a bunch of backwoods, long-bearded Louisiana boys?
Well, we have fun writing these things, but I don't know if anyone can get into those guys' heads. They're great. I'm a big fan of the show, and I just hope that we can do it justice in some way. We want to honor them, we want to have fun, and we just want to make people smile, so I hope it comes across well.